Welcome to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. As an expert of self-determination and mindset mentor, I am discussing issues such as happiness in life, success in career, fascinating world of passion, endless growth, and healthy body and mind. Thanks for listening to the podcast and hope you're going to take the one or other advice for a growth in your life. Enjoy listening to it. We have started the year 2023. What an excitement! Another 364 days ahead of us, which we, as the creator of our life, may just design the way we want. Yes, because this is actually what happens. To know whatever you want in life is the first step in order to achieve it. It is just like going into your car and then deciding, telling your GPS where you want to go. I mean, let's face it, you have like 4 directions you may choose. It's like the north, the west, the east, and the south. So what direction shall it be? Because wherever you go, another destination is waiting for you. Another aim, another goal, another city, another people are awaiting for you. Therefore, you have to make up your mind. And what happens every single year in a repeating, and I'm sure you know that as well, that especially when the ending of the year and just the New Year's Eve is just ahead of us, you suddenly make up your mind and you say, all right, I have intention to do this and this and this once we step into the new year. You take a piece of paper and you write down what you want to achieve and how you want to achieve it. That may be now some sport activity or to start to write finally your book or whatever. And at the end, you have a list, maybe 2 pages full written. And then what happens is that you start feeling squeezed. You go into the new year with this list, this to-do list, and you don't know where to start. What to do? Well, first of all, I think what I can really truly give you as a mindset mentor, as an advice, is to look into the mirror and to look into your true eyes, to recognize who is actually standing in front of you. It is like a recognition about the person which turned to be the way she or he is at this very moment, simply by all this experience you went through the last 364 days. In order to recognize that whatever happens is actually that what turned out to be the way you are now. So your past made you to your now. And your decision you make today, in today, is actually the future. So let's say in 6 months from today on, when you look back, that what you say and you think today is simply that what is in the past. And what you're also going to see then is this list you have done. And I don't know if you still have this to do, this task list from the year 2022 in your hand or by your side, and then you look at it, and then you realize that actually things turned out to be your reality, which were not on the list at all. And this is a great aspect to start with. Instead of creating a list in which you put all the tasks on it, have a look into what you have actually achieved. What may you be proud of over the last 364 days, what you have achieved, what you have done, what you have recognized? To see and to wonder where you have stand by in the year of 1st of January 22 shall make you realize that you have done great things. Yes, I'm sure every single one of you is going to see from its own what great achievements you have conquered. And this is actually exactly where I want to lead you to. That now that you are staying on another 1st of January, 2nd of January, first few days of January, this new year, I want to invite you that you clearly make up your mind that you are going to live your best version. That's the life motto I'm living since many years, and it makes life such more fun, joy, and as well as an adventure. Because when every day you are trying to do your best in all senses, that makes you actually looking at things from a different angle. Let's say, for example, you do know exactly that, let's say, coffee is not really suiting your body. It makes you really feeling bad, or, whatever it may be now. Milk, some people cannot really drink milk. So when you know that, you are also not doing that because you do know your body is reacting on it in a bad way and you try to avoid that. So instead of that, you're trying to find something else. Instead of coffee, you start to drink tea. And you recognize that the tea has as well the advantage that you drink it with peace and with more calmness than, for example, coffee, depending on the way you go ahead. But what I mean with that is that you recognize for yourself what is of your benefit and what is going to create a disharmony within you, within your body, within your mind, within your life. And to recognize that is already a very big advantage within your life, because that makes you understand that it is on you to know what you feed you with, meaning now that may be food, that may be news, that may be education, people, because as well you decide who you're going to spend your free time with, who you want to stay together with while you are actually having free time. It is on you if you decide to go with this person or the other person. So to decide every single day to live your best version includes as well to decide what moves you do, not only by yourself, but as well to recognize who you're going to share time with, who you're going to share negotiation as well, your mind, your source of creation. And if, let's say, everybody is doing this for its best, then the world would definitely look different. It definitely would be much more calm, much more of peace, and definitely as well much more of joy. So when you look into your mirror, it shall actually grow within you the acceptance, the understanding, and the cheer, the joy of recognizing that that person who is smiling at you in the mirror is a beloved, great, and individual, fantastic person. To understand how great you are and how fantastic you are is already a very big advantage and a very big step ahead, which is going to change your way of living. And this is definitely true in a way to make sure that you love and you accept yourself with all what you are. I did write a book called To Find Mr. or Mrs. Right, to find true beloved love. And within this book, I create the understanding that before you're actually going to get into a love relationship, it is so important that you love yourself, to understand that the person in front of you has like this sort of strength and this sort of weakness is a very big advantage, because like that you do already know who you are actually going to offer to another person. Because let's face it, I'm sure you had loved already once a person and you knew and you recognized that that person is also not perfect, because being human means as well having your issues. But you accepted that. You did take this other person within this. You truly loved him or her. So why not starting loving, accepting, and embracing yourself at every point of life? Especially when you recognize that you have done a mistake. Especially when you understand that that decision you have done was not the most brave and correct one. Well, accept it, take your lesson, and step ahead. This is one of the issues when it comes to the point that you decide that you live every day your best version. To start up with that within into the new year is going to make you very rich at all senses. So let's start this chain of taking yourself the way you are and live every day your best version. You are worth it. Thank you for listening to the podcast What's Next from and with Carmen Cornelia Haselwanter. Wishing you a great week and all the best in the meantime. Bye bye.